What?
If you didn't see the chat, we're going to get started just a little past 3 o'clock today. Just to allow for some stragglers, we will get started just past 3 o'clock. Thanks.
Right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Brittany Franson. I'm a field marketing specialist here in the East Bay, and I'm joined by Miss Amanda. She's a field marketing specialist and my colleague from the South Bay. We'll go ahead and get started here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, you guys. To echo what Brittany said, here we are. Listing Concierge is the name of the game, and today we're going to talk a little bit about it. Just as a reminder to keep those microphones muted. If you have any questions, just throw them in the chat, and the recording will be sent out to you as well as a copy of the presentation. So Listing Concierge, if you haven't heard of it, you must be new to the company because it's pretty much all I talk about. It is our comprehensive listing marketing program. It's company subsidized, meaning that our company actually writes a check to cover a large portion of the package that you purchase. And it's designed to help you become a stronger listing agent, turn one listing into three, and just kind of consolidate everything into package form. For today's agenda, we're going to talk about just kind of a good overview of the Listing Concierge program, give you kind of a timeline, what to expect, how quickly things need to be approved, and then we're going to give you some tips and tricks that we like to help you utilize each piece of the package just kind of to its full potential.
Yeah, so Listing Concierge is a couple of things for you guys. And the first of which is to list your property. So it's a great couple of packages that we have to offer. Anytime you have a listing that's coming on, it includes the photography, includes a lot of things for you. In addition to listing the property, though, it really is a great way to gain exposure for you and to market you as the agent. So in a time like we're in right now, where you're putting properties on the market, they're gone within the first week, they're getting over asking, you ask yourself, well, why would I spend this additional, money to order a listing concierge order? And it's really because it's beneficial to you, the agent, and the success of your business. Think about listing concierge packages as an opportunity, yes, to list the property and to market the property, but even more so to market yourself. In addition to that, it's an excellent way to get your foot in the door when you're going on listing presentations or you're putting together those quick, 12-minute listing presentations. Having a really great understanding of Listing Concierge and the benefits of it and being able to portray those to your clients is a huge sell factor for you. When they know that you're going to do all of this under the rainbow marketing for them, they're going to have a lot more confidence in you and probably choose you as their realtor, as their real estate professional. So it's a really great way to get your foot in the door. And then in addition to that, just want to make your lives easier. We here at Coldwell Banker really want you to live exceptional lives. And to have an exceptional life, you have to have a good work and home balance. And that's what Listing Concierge does for you ultimately. It streamlines the entire listing process. It puts it all in a one-stop shop for you to go to. You get a Listing Concierge coordinator who walks you through each of the pieces that helps you approve and gives you some tips and tricks along the way. You also have your field marketing specialists and your SSAs to help with all of that and kind of subsidizing everything and giving you back that time that you would usually spend on listing your or on marketing your listings and yourself. And with that, I'll turn it over to Amanda to talk about how it actually generates some leads for you as well.
So Listing Concierge, as Brittany said, is a great way to kind of consolidate the marketing that is required for a listing. And one of the greatest advantages of Listing Concierge is it can help you get more leads as well, mainly in a couple ways. You've got the dots on top of the property sign, and it'll say something along lines of text home to 4245. And this brings a mobile brochure to whoever just texted that to their phone. And not only are they going to receive that information, you're going to get a text alert with that consumer cell number, the property of interest. It's going to allow you to follow up with them. And now you've got a contact that even if that property doesn't work out, you can then talk to them and kind of figure out what their needs are, what they're looking for, and kind of turn that into working for you. And then in addition, Boost by HomeSpotter. It's a mobile optimized, it's web optimized, social media optimized. It's a virtual ad. And these clicks, they're gated to a landing page, which then has them put in their info. So then you get this info. So very similar to the dot signal writer. You can then follow up with these people in your InTouch account. You send them an email, shoot them a text, depending what kind of info they give you. And just like with the dot signal information, you can find out what they're interested in, whether that's a current property you have on the market, whether they're looking to buy, looking to sell. You just kind of let this program work for you. There were 3 marketing package options. There are 3 main packages. It's going to be silver, gold, platinum. These are going to be focused across all platforms, mail, advertising in magazines, newspapers, all that kind of stuff. There is a 4th package that has kind of come about as a result of the COVID need for things to be virtual. It's going to be the bronze package, and it's going to be a much cheaper option, but just for the virtual stuff. No paper, no mailers, really just keep things simple. For the packages that include all the mailers, you're going to have the silver package, the gold package, and the platinum package. The prices differentiate just a little bit based on area. So Brittany is out in the East Bay. I'm Silicon Valley. They are adjusted based on cost of living, just like it is more expensive in some areas to do certain things. These packages are kind of based around what it costs to do certain things in certain areas. That being said, the company still subsidizes a very impressive amount, and we're going to kind of go over those prices for you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, so as Amanda said, here in the East Bay, we do have a little bit different pricing for each of the packages. The bronze package is so the cost to do a bronze package, just to start off, is if you were to do it on your own and go out there, not to mention the incredible amount of time that you would spend doing this, but you would get a total package worth $704. The company contribution is $545. So every time you actually purchase a listing presentation, imagine Coldwell Banker writing a check for $545 for the silver package, because it only costs you for the bronze package, only costs you $159. Now, the bronze package, as Amanda said, is a very digital package, but it does include that professional photography. So if you think of it from a standpoint of just you doing things on your own and contacting a photographer, you're looking at probably spending right around $90 anyways to do the photography, just basic photography, not to mention having to find out who you're going to use and reach out to them and organize that. With the Listing Concierge package, that's included. You have a couple different photographers, vendors that you can choose from. You can schedule it right in your order. And you obviously see here, you get, $5,000 in backing by the company to list that property and to market yourself. Same with the silver package. The silver package cost to do it on your own is just about $1,000, just a hair over $1,000. Company is going to pay or write a check for $794, and the amazing cost to you is $295. Now, as Amanda said, this listing concierge packages that include the professionally printed pieces, as in the just listed, just sold, and if you don't opt out of brochures, brochures were a little bit more a necessity prior to the COVID-19. I'm sure we'll see some of that come back into play as the more and more of us kind of get out of this situation that we're in. But for the time being, you can opt out of that brochure for the silver package and get your Boost by HomeSpotter advertisement instead. So that's an option for you that we've added in. Gold package, you're looking at $1,690 to do it on your own, not to mention, again, the time that would take for the company distribution or contribution to you. We're going to spend right under $1,200 to make sure you're listed professionally and your listing looks great, and it's going to cost you $495. Now, I would say, and maybe, I don't know if you agree with this, Amanda, but in my area here, the gold package is prominently the one that's chosen. See a lot of silver packages purchased for maybe those condos, something that's not going to necessarily be the big wow, but gold. And then the platinum package, anytime we're walking into a listing that's a higher price point, or we've got a global luxury listing, this is probably the route that you should take is going with the platinum package. And by all means, please rope in your field marketing specialists anytime you have a global luxury listing. But you can see here, just under $3,000 is what it would cost to do it yourself. The company contributes $1,890. That's almost $1,900, and it is $895 for you to purchase. Now, the thing that's great about the platinum package is, along with the professional photography, you also get the choice of one added photography service, and that includes anything from an aerial drone shot to a Matterport or a virtual tour. That all can be organized, and those messages and correspondence can be done within the Listing Concierge platform itself. So pretty amazing stuff here.
And then as we hop over to Silicon Valley, as I mentioned earlier, you will see, with the exception of the bronze package, you will see that the cost to do it your own in Silicon Valley is going to be higher, which is why there's a higher company contribution and then a higher cost to you. That being said, it is still substantially lower than doing it on your own. The bronze package does stay the same, as it is just a media package. If we look at the silver package, it's going to be $814 to do it on your own. The company would write that check for $465, which leaves the cost to you at $349. This is just the lowest level package. The main difference really here is in the gold package, it's going to be a trifold mailer that is in a real envelope with a real stamp. Cost to you for the gold package is going to be just over $1,700. The cost that the company covers is going to be just over $1,100. But for you, you'd be paying $549 for this package. And then, as Brittany said, I do see the same thing in my region. The gold is going to be the most common for really kind of everyday listings. Platinum package is going to be your wow factor. The platinum package has a quite high value to do it your own at a little over $3,500. The company cuts a big fat check at just over $2,500, and the cost to you is going to be $999. So it does include that specialty photography option, that Matterport, that drone footage. This is the package you want if you want to just wow either the client or if it's a big property and you need to make a splash on the marketing.
Awesome. All right, so let's jump into the LC or Listing Concierge Pro tips and tricks. Now, if I'm meeting with a new agent, or if I'm meeting with an agent placing a Listing Concierge order at the for the first time, these are all some of the tips and tricks that I kind of walk them through. The very first thing I want to talk about with you guys today, though, is the timeline. Now, I completely understand that when your clients are ready to roll, they see that photography taken and you want to get it on the market. But with all of my marketing love and to really have it professionally done and well done and to get the most out of it, I think I know it's better to wait just a little bit after you get that photography done and get all of your pieces out. And the first thing I'll bring your attention to, and Amanda's going to talk a little bit about, but don't you want your just listed postcard or mailer to hit the mailbox right as you're going on the market within the first day or two? And with that thought, it takes 5 to 7 days once you've approved to print for that mailer to show up in their mailbox. So think about that when you think about how long it should be between placing your order and having the photography taken and when your actual collateral is going to be hitting your consumers or your farm or wherever it is, your sphere there. So one thing I think I like to say is keep in mind that when you place your order, you can place your order anytime you have a listing agreement signed. You can go in, you can place that order. You can schedule your photography. I believe it's up to 3 weeks out. It may be a little bit longer than that now that we have the new platform of ordering. So if you know the day you want to go and have the photographer meet you there and have those pictures taken, then I want you to realize that by noon the next day is when that photography comes in. So those photos are available for you in your Listing Concierge package. And then within 24 hours of the photos come in is when you're going to start hearing from your listing concierge coordinator, and they're going to be sending you things like your just listed postcard and having you approve that to go to print. So when you think about that and having it actually show up in the mailbox within 1 or 2 days of you putting it on the market, you should give yourself a good chunk of time, not a huge chunk of time, of course, but maybe 5 to 7 days to put that and go live on the market. The other thing you need to think about too is that the listing concierge coordinators are not available on the weekend. So if you are going to take pictures, Thursday is probably not the best day to do it. You want to kind of think maybe earlier in the week and allow them, that 2 days for them to start getting those proofs to you and getting them approved for print. And that way you're really going to see a more solid, fluid process. I hate to have agents sit and wait for the pieces to come through, too long. And if it's over the weekend and things like that, it can jam things up. So if you can take photos earlier in the week than later, that's fantastic.
And speaking of those just sold and just listed mailers, those are going to go out to kind of the farm of your choosing. So whether you're going to send them to a radius around the property, very, very common for agents in my region. I think agents over kind of any region is to add in your.
Are we losing you, Amanda?
Clients.
Amanda?
Yep.
Hi, babe. You got a little staticky. I don't know if you want to repeat that. I don't know if I'm on my own either.
Is it okay?
You're better now. Yep.
Okay, great. So for the just listed and postcard in the silver, it's going to be a postcard. For the gold and the platinum, it is going to be a tri-fold mailer in that real envelope with that real stamp. Just gives you a higher probability of people opening that up and then kind of reading through that information. And our tip for this is pull a smart farm list from Cole Realty Resource and then get that list of owner occupied and high equity homes and target those people. Once you've approved your mailer, it does take like 5 to 7 days for print and ship time, but kind of use that resource. And then once that listing has closed, just let your LC coordinator know that the home is sold and you're ready to send out that sold mailer.
Yeah, I'd be surprised how many agents kind of forget to go back in there and do the just sold side of it. So don't miss out on that additional marketing for sure.
As we kind of hop into that HomeSpotter Boost ad, this is a great resource. There are agents that I know of that will use this just in every day, just to use this tool. It is available a la carte, but it does come in your listing concierge package. So the coordinator is going to help you out with this ad. It covers all your bases for web advertising. You'll have an ad created that optimizes social media as well as web ads, and it syndicates on popular sites like the Weather Channel, ESPN, New York Times. And our tip for you on this is hop into that CBX buyer locator in Moxie and find out where your buyers are most likely coming from. Not only does your client want to know this, they want to hear that you're aware of where the buyers are coming from, but it's going to help you make that decision to either market that listing to either a specific zip code or maybe a specific city that is their highest profile match. And then once that ad has run its course, as mentioned at the very beginning of the presentation, you can hop in and export out those leads. And you can follow up with those people, even if they didn't end up being the ones that bought this home. Follow up with them, see what their needs are. You can then take that list, and then you can even upload that to Prospect Square and Clients for Life. I mean, how great would that be if someone that had clicked on this ad that didn't end up buying a house won $500 gift card from Amazon because it's a corporate paid program that we have. It's one of the best ways to kind of use all these tools together in conjunction to give yourself that leg up.
Absolutely. Yeah, like Amanda said, they've already relinquished their name and email to you by clicking through. They wanted to see more about that property, so they've released that to you. These are definitely people you want to be putting in your prospects for, people that you want to be putting on listing alerts and in touch, and also sending a personalized email out to. So keep that in mind. There is some follow-up with those leads. If you're looking for some low-hanging fruit and you've had a listing lately, you've probably got leads in Boost by HomeSpotter. Check it out. I really wanted to talk today about the TV spot. Now, a lot of the times we hear, oh, the TV spot, you know, my property is already pending and the show is not even going to show till this weekend. There's a couple of things here too. There's two things, main two things are. One of the biggest reasons it takes a while for the television spot to be finalized and done for you is that we have to send the script out to an external vendor to have them do the voiceover over the video. Now, that's not that huge of a deal. We do that every week, but you do need to make sure that one of your first kind of pinpoints, other than getting your just listed out there, is to approve your script. What you put in as your marketing copy sounds great when read, but when it's read out loud, it sounds a lot different. It also has to be maybe shortened or lengthened depending on the length of the spot that you have. So the silver, gold, and platinum package all have different lengths for their TV commercial spots. And I believe that's 20, 30, and 40-second spots for the silver 20, gold 30, and of course platinum 40-second slot. So keep that in mind. It is something that's kind of one of those high priorities for you to do to make sure that the TV spot shows within the first week to 2 weeks of your listing going live on the MLS. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that this is a huge piece for you to use in multiple places along your marketing. Okay, you have a professionally made video spot and you should be using it on sharing to your sphere via your email. Okay, so you can throw this into InTouch. You can share it out to everybody in your sphere of influence. You can share it to your social media pages and sites. Definitely get it out there and share it with your sphere online. And then you can also embed the video and start a video page on your website, or you can have it on your home page. And the last and best way I think you can utilize this video is by adding it to your listing presentation. Now, I cannot tell you how great the functionality of Moxie Presents with videos is. I mean, they're going to get that digital listing presentation, and that video plays within the listing presentation. It doesn't take them over to YouTube, doesn't take them over to Venmo. Not Venmo, to Vimeo. It's right there in your listing presentation that they can watch the video. So huge ways to not only market your property, market yourself, but also get yourself another client. And that's what we're here today to talk about, right? How are we going to utilize the Listing Concierge package to get us in the door with the next listing? And the final piece that I think I like, and we were talking and we like to bring up with our agents, and sometimes it's forgotten, is the property marketing update. Now, the property marketing update is available for agents who purchase a gold or platinum package. It is a line-by-line item of all of the marketing that has been done for this listing. It's a humongous piece to provide to your clients at the end. If you want to get a good referral or a good testimonial, man, this is the sheet that's going to get you there at the end of your transaction. The other thing is this is a huge piece for your listing presentation. So again, back to those listing presentation, we can put the 30-minute spot into the listing presentation, pop in what you did, and you can sit there with that potential client and say, hey, here's how I market my listings. Is that other real estate agent providing you with these same services? This is your value add. So definitely take this property marketing update, share it with your sphere on InTouch, share it to your social media even, and then also add it into your listing presentations. It's an amazing piece that just kind of finalizes everything and brings that whole package to a close. And with that, we are going to open it up to any questions and hopefully give you guys answers. We'll let you guys unmute if you want to put a question into the chat. We are here to answer any of those. So we have one question. Angela, is there someone in the LC that can write copy for properties? There's not a listing concierge coordinator that will write the copy for you. You do need to put something in there. But the great thing about using Listing Concierge, in addition to everything we just talked about, is that the copy is run through our legal department. So if there's something in there that might be like a little touchy, or say, you know, I mean, we can't even say things like this back garage could be a great, you know, workout studio. We can't make suggestions, but having that go through legal is really going to save you. But there, I mean, we are always here to help you, right? So I'm not going to say no to that answer. I'm just going to say that maybe reaching out to your field marketing specialist or your sales support administrator, and we can assist you with writing that copy. So if it's something that you're uncomfortable with doing, we've read plenty of them. I know you have, Amanda, and I have too. So we can throw a couple together for you and make sure you're really marketing that listing well.
To add on to that, Brittany,
yeah.
I've had a lot of agents say, well, I don't know how to write marketing copy. I'm not really sure what to put here. And my question to them is, well, have you ever written copy for MLS, for your MLS system? And the answer is yes. Realistically, this is very similar to what you're going to put on the MLS. It's a property description. Your marketing copy is just going to be kind of whatever you'd be putting on MLS, or what your MLS is. Mine is MLS listings. I mean, across the board, if you're putting a property on the market, you're writing something about it. So you've done it before. This is really all that copy is.
Absolutely. And us in the digital age that we are in, you also, I know it's a pretty high priority for agents to make sure that that looks good, especially for their clients. Definitely want to do that. But do keep in mind that that's not the end all. People barely read what you put. You know, they're going to read how much square footage is in there and what the bed baths are, but they're probably going to look at the pictures before they read that copy too. So keep that in mind. Looks like we have another question here from Tamaj. Can you do a better job with the just listed email blast? It would be great if you could create and send those. So to Maj, we've actually added in, so it's called the update, and it's not something we really talked about here, but it is included with your packages, everybody. And what the update is a email that's blasted out to the surrounding areas each Friday. It has all of the Listing Concierge new listings for that week are sent out, and I think the one here in the East Bay is like 10,000 people that it's sent to. I'm not sure do you know what South Bay roughly is, Amanda?
It's similar. I think it's 15. But yeah, it's your entire MLS region. It's everyone that they can get in contact with, and it broadcasts out that listing. In addition, they're going to put together that email blast, but there are so many templates. If they send out the email blast and you want to do another one, and maybe you want to add more or do more photos or make it more lengthy, you can absolutely go in there and check out those templates and maybe pick one that is more lengthy, less lengthy. If you want to send one every week, you can. They're going to put one together for you, but there's really no limit if you wanted to send out more yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And the field marketing specialists do have a little bit of capability there. So if you have something like a really cool historic property that you want to do an additional one, or if you have a price drop or something that is like newsworthy, we have the ability to kind of resend something. So keep us in mind for that. But they've also included, so it used to be just 1 week that you'd be included on the update that got emailed out. That's now 2. So since we've walked into this virtual world, we've added that as an extra kind of bonus to the Listing Concierge packages. And I hope that helps. If you need, Tamaj, if you need assistance with something specific, please reach out to your field marketing specialist or to us. We'd love to help you with that. Another question we have here from Mary Ann. Hi, Mary Ann.
Hi,
babe. Okay, so we have, I have a corporate listing and get a free silver package. How do I change to gold? What I would suggest to you, Mary Ann, is go ahead and purchase that gold package and then shoot me an email, and I will write into, it's called CB Promotions, and let them know that you've got this redeemable silver package, and we'll refund you the $295 for the silver package.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. They did send me like a special code to use when I went in.
I haven't, maybe Amanda, you can tell me, but I haven't heard that those are actually working yet. The way that we've been asked to do is, so with the new platform, that is eventually, yes, going to be the case. Like you'll be able to put your coupon code in and it'll refund you. For the time being right now, though, we do kind of have to do it a little bit manually behind the scenes. So just let us know and we'll go ahead and issue that refund.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great engagement. Is there any other questions out there? Please don't be shy.
Hi there, it's Connie. So I have a question about sending out any marketing materials. Claudia said to check the Listing Concierge. I have a listing in Sonoma that was closed. It wasn't on Listing Concierge because it sold like within a day. And I wanted to send out just sold or some kind of marketing after the sale. It just closed like yesterday, day before.
Awesome. You want to take that one, Amanda?
Sure. Connie, to clarify, you're saying that you had a package and a property and it sold before you'd purchased a package, or you purchased a package and then it sold so fast that you didn't use anything?
No, it sold before you even purchased the package.
Got it. So, unfortunately, if the property sells before you're even able to purchase a package, really your best option would be to go into like Express Docs and do a just sold postcard that way. It doesn't really make sense to spend the money on a package that includes photography if the home sold so quickly, which of course is the goal. That's always what we want, is properties to be flying off the shelves. So I would say your best bet would just be to do a just sold in Express Docs. If you do a property and it sells very quickly, if you purchased a package, I have heard that they are willing to work with you and kind of refund the things that you didn't use if it sells like within days of the package. So they will work with you. Don't be afraid to get a package if you feel like the property's going to sell quickly. We can work with you on that.
All right, good to know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions for anybody? Success stories, things you've liked, things that you're wondering? I mean, hopefully that means we were just super clear and everybody's already on there picking up their packages.
Ooh, Listing Concierge.
The other thing I was going to add, just with those price points, like I had mentioned, East Bay is going to be different than Silicon Valley. Hawaii is going to be different than Silicon Valley. Tahoe is going to be different than East Bay. So if you are in a region that we didn't mention, just reach out to your field marketing specialist. They can kind of give you the summary on the prices for your region if you're not in one of ours.
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, if there are no more questions, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for joining us. We will send out a recap that includes all of the slides and the recording from today's class. As we've mentioned several times, but we want to really hone it in for you guys. We're here to help you. So if you have a listing that's coming on the market, you've never placed an order before, or if you just, you want to get in and get your profile set up so that when you do have a listing come on, reach out to us, reach out to your sales support administrator, or your sales support administrators in the office. We can sit and meet with you, have a one-on-one and walk you through that process to make sure you have a very fluid and you are very happy with the Listing Concierge package that you've ordered. But it is, from a marketer, the coolest thing I've seen. I mean, I got to tell you, when I first came on here, I was like, that is a awesome idea. So give it a shot. I think you'll be very happy with it. Most of my top producers use it every single time, and it does actually get you more business. So keep that in mind. You're investing in yourself, not just your listing.
Yeah, and then something I've actually been asked quite a few times with this Listing Concierge thing is, oh, well, you're just trying to sell me on the package. You get something if we don't get commission if you guys use this. Realistically, our goal, our entire job is that you are educated with what Coldwell Banker has to offer. We don't get anything if you do use this stuff. The only one benefiting from this program is you, because you're saving the money. Like Brittany said, so many of my top producers use this program every time, even just to get the price on the professional photography, because you are saving money. So please don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions, because our entire goal and job is to make sure you guys are armed with the tools to be successful.
Absolutely. Super great point. Does come up. We're not here to sell it. We just want you guys to use it because we know it works. So, All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Amanda. This was a pleasure. I'm looking forward to working with you next week. We will send out a recap, and I always forget to do this, but you know those little survey links we ask you guys to take? If you wouldn't mind taking just a couple of minutes to give us a little survey, our management does look at that, and it does reflect how we're doing. So, and if you have any feedback for us, we'd love to hear it as well. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys on our next call.
Thank you guys. Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye.